Hi everyone. This is a share of a journal that I made for a swap with Jacqui Chimes. I was really happy to do a swap with her. Everything she makes is so pretty and just has the softest touches. This is a reading themed journal, and it's got lots of extra drippings going on. The cover image is a gal reading. I thought that was very Jane Austen feeling, and some extra stitching and buttons and lace and layers. There is some really pretty beading. I don't know if the sun's catching that. It's coming in and out today. And some drippy lace button. Just a little tassel that's on a paper clip inside. The spine and the back is velvet. It's a soft blue, gray blue, but more blue than gray. I don't know how the colors will show up on the video. And it's soft covered, so it's really nice to touch and squeeze. And if you're one of those people that like to pet journals, this is one of those. The bottom has all kinds of cascaded drippings and things coming out, and the sari silk is vanilla, but it's been painted with the most beautiful design, and that's in a like a steel blue. What else? I guess that's it on the outside. Let's go in. Lots of shedding going on with the sari. So with the book theme, I've got lots of shedding going on. I'll be trimming this again. Hans Christian Andersen and Frances Hodgson Burnett, who wrote The Secret Garden. Some sari and stitching and lace. There's quotes throughout about reading. Most of the ephemera is stamped. I did make up some library cards, just little journal cards for the pockets. This is from Midsummer Night's Dream, if I'm not mistaken. Some tea-dyed index card, and this is actually a tea-dyed library card. It's hard to flip. I got a busted thumb. It's my crafting thumb, I've discovered. Just a little dangle of beads on a paper clip. There are 12 library cards that I collaged some kind of textile onto, and I actually scanned these. These are in a digi in my shop, but the originals are all in your journal here, Jacqui. And there's quotes on books and reading and libraries. This is a journal, this is a book page rather, from a book of letters from William Faulkner. Somebody collected them and published them. There's a little butterfly and beads on a safety pin. Here's another one of those collaged library cards, and this is just out of a book. It is the first 2 pages of Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn. So I thought that was quite appropriate for a reading journal. In the middle of this first signature, I went ahead and made long dangles, and there's beads, and this is it's really hard to do without a thumb that works right. There's a little porcelain owl bead that I thought was so pretty. Great painting of a little old lady reading. My card. Stamped index card. This is my favorite library card, the Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice. This tab has a little book. It's actually a book with pages. It's The Secret Garden. There we go. And a little tuck spot with a little folded book page and The Hobbit. Really having trouble grabbing and tucking things today. Okay. Another little stamped index card. A pocket that says reference. This is some Tim Holtz book print, dictionary print fabric in this tab. Doggy news, because I know Jacqui is a dog lover. Her Molly. These are pages from Les Miserables, and they're just attached in with another dangle, and some new Tim Holtz word coins, lost and found. Just little pockets. Virginia Woolf. I've just got stamped index card, another Beaded library card in there. Here is a page of Shakespeare. I don't have my really good reading glasses on to tell you which play I took that from. And this is Longfellow and Charles Dickens. Little pockets with cards in them. Some sorry stitched on. Here's another collaged stitched library card. Some frayed trim there at the bottom. It's another stamped index card. This is actually a short story that I took from an old vintage book and clipped in here. It's called The Awakening by Isaac Babel. It's a really strange, cool story. Let us read, let us dance, two amusements that will never do any harm to the world. Voltaire. George Eliot and Lewis Carroll. Just some more stamped index cards on each side. Ralph Waldo Emerson. If we encounter a man of rare intellect, we should ask him what books he reads. You can't get a cup of tea big enough or a book long enough to suit me. C.S. Lewis. Here is another, am I out of frame? Here is another little dangle with Once Upon a Time on this book charm and Beaded Dragonfly. Robert Louis Stevenson. And here is one of the title pages from the Shakespeare Digi. And on this lace tab, there's a little, pretty little blue porcelain teacup and saucer. Another collaged library card. Catcher in the Rye, and I've got some burlap here as a pocket, but dangling off the page is part of the cascaded drippings from the bottom. More quotes and little tags. More Shakespeare. Another collaged library card. I love that picture. I almost used her on the cover. I went back and forth. This is Helena from Midsummer Night's Dream, and another collage card. This one was not in the Digi because I used a stamp on it, and I don't ever want to scan a stamp, a digital image of the ink stamps. So I made one similar without the stamping. Edgar Allan Poe. I knew it would come to me. This is a page from a old Poe book. Louisa May Alcott. And inside I've got one of the Graphic 45 Little Women postage stamps on a tea-dyed index card with some sorry. And I've got, this trim actually goes around and is on the flip side as well, so there's 6 of these pretty blue tassels from the bottom. Mark Twain. This is some beautiful beaded sari silk trim that was sent to me by Linda Earls recently in a stunning Happy Mail of lace and trims. Just blew me away. And it's so pretty. I thought it would just be perfect as a pocket. And again, with the bottom of it hanging off the bottom of the page to cascade the layers down. Some washi on a stamped index card. Some masking paper. The Great Gatsby. Here's a couple book pages from a children's book. And another index card. It's a pretty sorry ruffle down this page. And, oh, this actually floofs really well. After you get used to where it is in the book, you can flip the page, and it's just like a rug with fringe on the end. All the little pieces go just where you want them to. Here is, oh, what was his name? I want to say Puck from, I think it was Midsummer Night's Dream as well. And another Shakespeare title page with some little inserts there. This is Longfellow. To Kill a Mockingbird. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Got another Collage library card in there. And a little stamp that says, "Your story matters." Hemingway, "There is no friend as loyal as a book." And this is some of that scalloped edge of that tablecloth I've been taking apart. And there's a button sewed onto one and a flower charm on another. Oscar Wilde. This is actually, it's cardstock, and I've got the image stitched on as a pocket there. And it's attached with some muslin, and when you get to the other side, there's another piece of cardstock, and I have laced this sari ribbon through it and put beads to dangle at the bottom. Another page of Shakespeare. And the fourth signature also has danglies. They are a butterfly and a pretty scrolled bead. Great Expectations. This came from a table runner, a lace table runner that I bought on eBay, and there were, I think, 24 blocks in it, and I managed to cut out the squares and then fussy cut the corners out to make these fabulous, and then I tea-dyed it. It's got a little charm little crystal reflecting. And a button there. Sometimes I've been putting these on the back cover page, and sometimes just in the last few pages to kind of end the cascading of the drippings, so they're beveled as I layer them. And then Kipling is on the last page. And this is some fabulous fabric. This is, so the back page is actually some Pretty Tim Holtz cardstock. And then this is printed fabric with the books on it. And I loved the whole thing. I did not know how I was going to use it or crop it, but it went wonderful as almost a fabric patch on the back page. And then I included a little pocket there. So that, you got kind of shaker like I shake my iPhone when it won't work. And everything dangles out. So that's her. And I tried to have the softest, what Jacqui calls the sweet pea colors to put this together. Everything, when I think of Jacqui and her work, everything just screams the soft, sweet colors, almost more impacting than pastels. So just beautiful selection of colors she always uses. So I wanted this to be soft and pretty, the way her creations are. And thank you so much for swapping with me, Jacqui. This was so much fun. And thank you for joining me today. And I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye-bye.